Hi guys, welcome to ANIMEized. This is the English translated version of the novel Throne of Seal. The novel differs slightly from the Chinese animation or donghua. If you want more of these videos, please smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Enjoy and have a blessed day.
The black figure finally fully reveals itself. A short sword, jet black but emitting a gray halo, lightly rests on Yue Ye's neck, and a fair small hand from behind embraces Yue Ye's slender waist. Eyes filled with darkness directly look at Ah Bao. All of this happened incredibly fast. Yue Ye feels as if her blood is condensing under that extreme coldness. Her body can't even tremble. And the hidden reincarnation sword's dark power within her seems to fluctuate under this killing intent, as if it could erupt at any moment. No one anticipated this sudden turn of events. Everything happened too quickly. From Cai Er making a move, to holding Yue Ye hostage, it all happened in just an instant. The cold expression on Ah Bao's face instantly solidifies. Among all the anti-demon hunting squads, the only thing that concerns him is Yue Ye, his fiancée. This is known to all the other anti-demon hunting squads. Without this identity, with only 6th rank cultivation, Yue Ye wouldn't have become a demon-slaying squad member. It was Ah Bao's proposal that led Demon God Emperor to specially approve Yue Ye joining Ah Bao's dragon group. No one move or else I can't guarantee that Cai Er's sword won't tremble, Long HaoChen says coldly. Ah Bao almost bites down on his steel teeth. Bastard, threatening a woman, is this your human knight spirit? Long HaoChen smiles indifferently. Just like how you, as the demon clan crown prince, are flexible and no longer adhere to promises. From my perspective, it wasn't me who made the move, so it has nothing to do with the knight spirit, Ah Bao says in a cold voice. Do you think holding one of my companions hostage can threaten me and make me submit? Long HaoChen shakes his head and says. If it's an ordinary companion, of course not. But if I'm not mistaken, Crown Prince Ah Bao has a fiancée, the daughter of the second pillar of the demon clan, Yue Ye. Her name is Yue Ye, am I right? With these words, Long HaoChen finally changes color, realizing that his details have been exposed, and his disguise is useless. The two lock eyes with each other, and the other anti-demon hunting squads dare not make a move. For the sake of Yue Ye, Ah Bao dared to defy and oppose Demon God Emperor. This was well known among the higher-ups of the demon clan. Surprisingly, he gained the approval of Demon God Emperor. And even without considering this aspect, Yue Ye is the beloved daughter of Demon God Agars. If she were to die at the hands of these demon hunters, it would undoubtedly cause a seismic disturbance in the demon clan. What do you want? Ah Bao practically grits his teeth as he says these words. Being held hostage by the enemy's fiancée, this immense shame is comparable to when Long HaoChen shattered his horn. While a shattered horn can be regrown, relying on the formidable vitality of the demon dragon clan, if something happens to Yue Ye, how will he explain it to Demon God Agars? How will he justify himself to his own father? To put it bluntly, if Yue Ye dies, Agars' attitude towards him will surely take a drastic turn, possibly affecting his future inheritance of the Demon God Emperor position. Before leaving the demon capital, Demon God Emperor Feng Xiu had a private conversation with him, clearly telling him that, even though he's the first in line for succession, Demon God Emperor has already found a second in line, and this successor is no less promising than him. Therefore, if he makes mistakes or deviates from the path, it might affect his future right to inherit the power. In Ah Bao's heart, power is naturally the most important, but his love for Yue Ye is also genuine. It can be said that in his heart, Yue Ye is comparable to inheriting the demon god emperor position. This shows how important Yue Ye is to him. Long HaoChen says in a deep voice. You should know what I want. A fierce light flashes in Ah Bao's eyes, and he's so frustrated that he almost wants to spit blood. In the previous battle with Long HaoChen, it can be said that they both suffered losses, but due to the armor's protection, he couldn't see Long HaoChen's current condition, but he was certain that Long HaoChen's injuries were no lighter than his own. If they continued to fight, relying on his own foundation, he still had confidence in killing Long HaoChen. However, all along, Long HaoChen always managed to unleash combat strength beyond his own level, and Ah Bao wasn't confident that he could avoid serious consequences while trying to kill Long HaoChen. What he fears the most is that these consequences cannot be undone. Because Long HaoChen's light attribute is too pure, if such pure light attribute invades deep into his body, he will find it difficult to resolve. The demon clan's origin comes from their demon crystals. Even for powerful beings like the demon dragons, once their origin is affected, it will greatly affect their future cultivation and advancement. This is something Ah Bao cannot accept. His goal is to become a powerful being like his father one day. He even aims to surpass his father. How can he risk damage to his origin and fight Long HaoChen to the death? However, Long HaoChen's abilities also make him highly vigilant. Just as he said, Long HaoChen makes him feel a tremendous threat. A scion of light hasn't appeared among humans for many years. Long HaoChen can actually harness the power of the goddess of light, and he's still so young. If he continues to grow, who knows how much of a threat he could pose to the demon clan in the future. Ah Bao is the heir to the demon god emperor. Even he himself feels uncertain about defeating Long HaoChen in the future, let alone other members of the demon clan. The consequences of allowing such a human to grow into a 9th-rank powerhouse are truly terrifying. At least, among the current 9th-rank powerhouses among humans, none can compare. It would undoubtedly lead to an uncontrollable situation, even more troublesome than the current threat from the nemesis of demon god against the demon god emperor. Therefore, even though Ah Bao is unwilling to kill Long HaoChen, he has to do it for the future of the demon clan, and for the sake of his own future rule. He has to do this. Although he can be headstrong, he is definitely intelligent. Being the heir to the demon god emperor requires more than just martial prowess. But who would have thought that? A problem would arise at this moment. Now he faces a difficult choice: release the tiger back to the mountain or lose his most beloved woman, and incur the displeasure of demon god Agars. What to do? Ah Bao knows. He has very little time to consider. If he hesitates too much, even if he saves Yue Ye in the end, Yue Ye might harbor resentment towards him. Seeing this, the muscles on Ah Bao's cheeks are completely tense. The muscle patterns continue to ripple. It's evident how much resentment and frustration he's feeling at this moment. Fine, I'll let you go. Release Yue Ye. Ah Bao practically roars as he says these words. Long HaoChen finally breathes a sigh of relief, turns his head to Cai Er and signals to her with his eyes. However, in the next instant, Long HaoChen feels like he has fallen into an icy abyss. Because when his gaze meets Cai Er's filled with killing intent and immersed in indifference, he is astonished to find that he doesn't get the slightest response from Cai Er. Cai Er still maintains her previous posture, with the reincarnation sword held horizontally at Yue Ye's neck. However, her whole person is like a statue, and because she's embracing Yue Ye, they appear as one integrated entity. This is not good. Long HaoChen, having experienced a similar situation, is instantly shocked. He suddenly realizes what's happening. Suppressing the shock and a hint of panic in his heart, Long HaoChen clenches his teeth, trying to control his weakened state as much as possible, and calm his emotions a bit. He says calmly, "You have already violated your promise once. How can I trust you again this time? Releasing your fiancée now is obviously impossible." As he speaks, Long HaoChen seems not to notice Ah Bao's gaze, slowly walking towards Cai Er and Princess Yue Ye. His steps are slow, and he even needs to use the hymn of the goddess of light in his hand as a crutch to support his body. However, in the eyes of the demon hunters, an unconscious fear is evident. Long HaoChen's battle with Ah Bao naturally intimidates not only Ah Bao, but also leaves a deep impression on the anti-demon hunting squads. Long HaoChen's spiritual power strength may not be impressive in their eyes, but the terrifying fighting spirit and combat skills that can even harm the demon dragons are deeply feared by them. A large number of anti-demon hunting squads quickly surround them, enclosing Cai Er and Princess Yue Ye. This prevents Long HaoChen from getting closer. Long HaoChen stops his steps, turns back to Ah Bao. "It seems that you have no sincerity. Cai Er, kill her." "Don't." Ah Bao suddenly steps forward, shouting loudly, "Clear the way, let him through." The anti-demon hunting squads finally open a path, but at this moment, Long HaoChen is not in a hurry to walk over. He smiles faintly and says, "It seems that the prince really values his fiancée. Ask your subordinates to clear a path as well. Let my companions leave first. Cai Er and I will stay here, and when they leave the battlefield, we will naturally return Yue Ye to you." At this moment, the best option is for Long HaoChen and Cai Er to take Yue Ye and lead their companions to leave quickly, given Ah Bao's demonstrated concern for Yue Ye. He has no choice but to acknowledge it. However, Long HaoChen can't take Cai Er with him now. Only he knows how bad his current physical condition is. Even if an ordinary anti-demon hunting squad comes in contact with him, he might collapse immediately. Confronting the peak 8th rank Ah Bao head-on, it's not an easy task. From the first clash of their attacks, Long HaoChen used his sword intent to block Ah Bao's attacks, and he was already injured. The final collision dealt a severe blow to him. It left him on the brink of death. Yet, he can still stand here at this moment, solely relying on his willpower. He himself is unsure how much longer he can endure. After hearing Long HaoChen's words, Ah Bao hesitated for a moment, but he is decisive in his actions. Since he has decided, he won't hesitate further. He suddenly waves his hand, signaling everyone to clear the path, allowing the two demon hunting squads to leave. Tianqing stands there, seemingly in a daze. He didn't expect that he and his companions could leave here alive. Long HaoChen's battle with Ah Bao not only intimidated all the anti-demon hunting squads, but also left an impression on them. Tianqing has a faint feeling that if they had fought with all their strength, he would not be a match for Long HaoChen, and he is a mithril silver knight. At the same time, Tianqing feels that Long HaoChen holds an extraordinary position in the Knight Temple. With such age, cultivation, and strength, he is not an ordinary knight. At that time, Tianqing had determined to protect Long HaoChen and ensure he leaves alive. Given Long HaoChen's cultivation and strength, he is crucial for the Knight Temple. However, the current situation is changing rapidly. The absolute disadvantage has suddenly turned around in an instant. As he sees Cai Er appear, sweeping with her sword, actually killing 4 7th-rank demon clan members, he is completely stunned. A 6th-rank assassin killing 4 7th-rank experts, it's no wonder she previously killed an 8th-rank star demon in seconds. It's entirely imaginable that this young female assassin is no less powerful than Long HaoChen. She has been hidden in the radiance emitted by Long HaoChen. Captain Tianqing, let's go quickly, says Han Yu approaching. Tianqing, speaking in a low voice. But what about HaoChen and the others? Tianqing whispers back. Tianqing speaks quietly. Han Yu's voice turns colder. If Captain Tianqing wants to help Captain HaoChen, leaving here quickly is the best choice. After saying this, he immediately turns around, signaling to his companions to head towards the distance through the path left by the anti-demon hunting squads. Tianqing is momentarily stunned. He can feel the dissatisfaction in Han Yu's words, and a trace of shame rises in his heart. Glancing deeply at Long HaoChen, who is walking towards Cai Er and Yue Ye, Tianqing raises his hand suddenly. Let's go. The 2 demon hunting squads, apart from Long HaoChen and Cai Er, quickly leave, their figures gradually disappearing from the view of the anti-demon hunting squads. None of the anti-demon hunting squads dare to disobey Ah Bao's orders. But deep resentment is visible in their eyes. Indeed, if they could annihilate 2 such powerful demon hunting squads, the rewards they would obtain are evident. Moreover, this time, 6 anti-demon hunting squads acted together, already having an absolute advantage. As his companions leave, Long HaoChen has already arrived by Cai Er's side, a distance of less than 100 meters. His body, covered by the Mithril Foundation battle armor, is soaked in sweat. Cai Er still maintains her original posture, unmoving, while Yue Ye's face is extremely pale. The only part of her that can move is her eyes, and her once vibrant eyes gaze at Long HaoChen as he approaches. After a brief exchange of glances with Long HaoChen, he turns and stands by Cai Er's side. Without touching Cai Er, as he gets closer, Long HaoChen's feelings become more profound. Indeed, it's exactly as he speculated before. At this crucial moment, Cai Er has actually awakened. Her status as a scion has awakened. The critical hit with the reincarnation sword last time pushed Cai Er to the brink of awakening, but at that time, they were on the battlefield, and they had to leave quickly. So Long HaoChen used Eternal Melody to teleport Cai Er back to the Tower of Reincarnation. This also interrupted Cai Er's process of enlightenment, though it had only a slight impact. It was equivalent to suppressing Cai Er's awakening. Therefore, when Cai Er woke up from seclusion, she still couldn't enter the special state of awakening. Awakening as a scion is not something that can be achieved through effort alone, so Cai Er has been in seclusion all along, trying to break through this barrier. But ultimately without success, always falling just short. Long HaoChen's judgment was correct, as Cai Er, being the successor of the reincarnation sword, inherits the scion status from the god of death, so the best place for her awakening is on the battlefield. Originally, Cai Er's awakening wouldn't have been this fast, but facing the powerful encirclement of 6 anti-demon hunting squads this time, the situation became extremely critical, causing Cai Er's fighting spirit to continue to rise, finally triggering the awakening when the reincarnation sword was used, touching the threshold of awakening. Moreover, it's something she can no longer control. After that sword killed 4 7th-rank anti-demon hunting squad members and controlled Yue Ye, she had entered the state of awakening. She had lost consciousness completely, entering a special state of aura fluctuations. When Long HaoChen awakened initially, it was already troublesome, and Cai Er's awakening at this time is even more untimely. Surrounded by enemies, Long HaoChen is seriously injured. Unable to move Cai Er, Long HaoChen has awakened before, so he deeply understands that moving her at this moment could lead to unpredictable consequences. Moreover, Cai Er's scion status is different from his. His inheritance from the goddess of light is a powerful and balanced divine power, while Cai Er's reincarnation nature is of an unknown dominance. If a backlash occurs, it could likely endanger Cai Er's life. Long HaoChen has never faced such a difficult situation before. In his current weakened state, it's difficult for him to activate Eternal Melody for teleportation, and furthermore, how can Cai Er be teleported during her scion awakening? What should I do? What should I do? Under Ah Bao's watchful gaze, Long HaoChen stands straight, silently contemplating in his mind. Your people have already left, it's time to let go of Yue Ye, says Ah Bao. At that moment, Ah Bao's voice rings out, and all the anti-demon hunting squads have surrounded them at this moment, enclosing Long HaoChen and Cai Er in the center. Your people have already left, it's time to let go of Yue Ye, repeats Ah Bao, standing less than 10 meters away from Long HaoChen, looking coldly at him and Cai Er. After a brief consideration, Long HaoChen has made up his mind, looking at Cai Er standing there like a sculpture, his eyes revealing an indescribable tenderness. Yue Ye, who is close by, sees this most clearly, unable to describe Long HaoChen's gaze at this moment, a gentleness mixed with a hint of determination, and an endless reluctance. In this depth of gentleness there is an indescribable firmness. At this moment, Long HaoChen's lips move, and his words echo in Yue Ye's ears. Cai Er entered a state of enlightenment because of the slaughter just now, and in this state she might truly harm you. I can't touch her, or you might be in danger. I'll teleport you to a place. Remember, don't move from there, wait in place. Next, you can pray that Cai Er and I can survive. Otherwise, you'll have to fend for yourself there. While saying this, Long HaoChen slowly raises his hand, placing it on YueYe's shoulder. What are you doing? Ah Bao angrily shouts. Ignoring him, Long HaoChen looks straight ahead, a faint golden light shining from his chest. In the shimmering golden light. In the next moment, Yue Ye has disappeared. Seeing Yue Ye vanish, the anti-demon hunting squads are about to charge forward, but Ah Bao's angry shout stops them. His icy gaze is like a blade ready to dismember Long HaoChen. Where did you send Yue Ye? Sending Yue Ye away, Long HaoChen becomes even weaker, swaying for a moment, almost falling, and at this moment, Ah Bao also realizes that something is wrong because, after Yue Ye disappears, Cai Er, who had controlled Yue Ye before, remains motionless in her original posture. Long HaoChen turns around with some difficulty, facing Ah Bao. Believe you've also figured it out. Yes, my companion, because of the recent attack, has suffered a backlash, and can move, so you missed the best chance to kill us. I advise you not to act recklessly. You should have felt Princess Yue Ye's departure had the fluctuation of spatial teleportation. I sent her to another space. Except for me, no one can connect to that space. So if I die, you will never see your fiancé again. Making such a decision is absolutely difficult for Long HaoChen. Cai Er suddenly entered the Scion awakening state, completely ruining his plan to leave unharmed. He can only let his companions leave first. But he can't leave. If he does, what will happen to Cai Er? Anyone can leave. Only he cannot. He must stay here with Cai Er. Regardless of life or death, he will be with her. Before his final battle with Ah Bao, Long HaoChen conveyed to Cai Er with his eyes what to do. When they met Yue Ye last time, when they eased the restrictions in her body, Yue Ye told them about her marriage with Ah Bao. And just before the final battle, Long HaoChen conveyed to Cai Er to contact Yue Ye. While Long HaoChen and Ah Bao were in the midst of their intense battle, Cai Er communicated with her from a distance using the restrictions left in Yue Ye's body. Yue Ye's answer to Cai Er was simple: hold her hostage. In the final collision between Long HaoChen and Ah Bao, Cai Er entered stealth mode. At that time, she had two options: launch a surprise attack on Ah Bao or hold Yue Ye hostage. In the end, for the sake of caution, Cai Er chose the latter. After all, the last time they attacked Ah Bao used a means that they couldn't stop to escape. If the same situation happened again this time, they would surely be torn apart by the remaining anti-demon hunting squads. Holding Yue Ye hostage was the safest method. The reason Long HaoChen sent Yue Ye away was for her safety. In her awakening state, anyone who touches her Yue Ye might be killed by Cai Er's unstable murderous intent. If Cai Er's awakening is completed, Long HaoChen doesn't know what kind of phenomenon would occur, and Yue Ye is equally in danger. After several collaborations, Long HaoChen has developed some trust in Yue Ye. Yue Ye has been of significant help to them. He certainly can't watch Yue Ye die. Therefore, he chose to send Yue Ye to the Tower of Eternity, as they train in the second level of the Tower of Eternity. Now able to decide the specific location through eternal melody, Long HaoChen has the ability to determine the specific location of the teleportation. Undoubtedly, he sent Yue Ye to the first level of the Tower of Eternity. Wait with me. Wait until my companions recover from the backlash, and I will naturally return Princess Yue Ye to you. Of course, the condition is that we safely leave. After saying this, Long HaoChen sits down in front of Cai Er. He sits cross-legged in front of Cai Er. At this moment, he is too weak. Ah Bao's terrifying intent still ravaging his body. His weakened spiritual consciousness is almost torn apart by this intent. He can no longer hold on. Ah Bao is momentarily stunned, obviously not expecting this outcome. Yue Ye being sent away by Long HaoChen feels like his heart being taken away. He indeed dares not act recklessly. He can't gamble with Yue Ye's life. Surrounded by many formidable enemies, Long HaoChen actually closes his eyes and removes his helmet, swallowing medicinal pills one after another. These are healing pills made by Lin Xin. Ah Bao's concern for Yue Ye gave them a chance to escape. However, the crisis is far from over. Long HaoChen is well aware that, when Cai Er awakens, it will be their greatest test. Whether they can leave here alive, he doesn't know, but he will never leave Cai Er to escape alone. Who could have imagined that it would come to this in the end? All eyes from the anti-demon hunting squads are focused on Ah Bao, ready to attack at Ah Bao's command. If Ah Bao orders, they will launch a full-scale attack. Ah Bao's tightly clenched fists tremble slightly. This is a rare opportunity. If missed this time, who knows if there will be another chance to push Long HaoChen into such a predicament in the future. One day, I will tear you to pieces. Ah Bao's voice is filled with resentment. However, he ultimately does not give the order to attack. Like Long HaoChen, he sits down where he is, closing his eyes to recover. Neither Ah Bao nor Long HaoChen knows that, just a kilometer away from here, a pair of eyes are silently watching them. It's a person completely hidden in a gray cloak, bright eyes silently observing this scene. His gaze is constantly changing, as if he can hear everything happening on the battlefield. This person is unarmed, without any weapons, when Long HaoChen sits down calmly to recover. A hint of surprise flashes in the observer's eyes. There's also a mix of admiration and a complex emotion of pain. Slightly stepping forward, the ground under the gray-clothed man's feet sinks silently, but his steps come to a halt in the next moment, not moving forward anymore. Eyes narrowing slightly, a hint of sharp killing intent flashing in his eyes. Within a radius of 3 meters around him, a series of dense hissing sounds emerge, which are the sounds of countless ice particles falling to the ground. These ice particles are actually formed by the condensation of his tangible killing intent. For the vast majority of cultivators, entering a state of meditation requires absolute quiet. And it's difficult to calm down if the external environment is chaotic. Even after entering meditation, if disturbed, there's a risk of falling into demonic cultivation deviation, not to mention the immense pressure from the surrounding enemies at the moment. However, Long HaoChen sits cross-legged there, entering a state of meditation under the gaze of many demon clan powerhouses. The powerful self-healing ability of the Mithril Foundation battle armor and its augmentation to the user become apparent, and the wrinkles on the armor gradually smooth out, with a faint golden glow appearing. It seems that with every breath Long HaoChen takes, the golden light on his body becomes richer. Strands of black energy are forced out from his body, all of which are the fist intent that Ah Bao injected into him. Ah Bao's situation is similar to his, but he is expelling the sword intent left by Long HaoChen in his body. Although Long HaoChen's external spiritual power is not as strong as Ah Bao's, his internal spiritual power is pure, so the speed of his recovery is no slower than Ah Bao's, especially considering that he also consumed Lin Sin's refined medicinal pills. However, his injuries are much more severe than Ah Bao's. He has been sustaining himself forcefully, with various internal organs suffering different degrees of trauma, disrupted meridians, and almost depleted spiritual power. It even extends to damaging the origin of his spiritual consciousness. Such severe injuries cannot be recovered from in a short period. And if it were in a safe environment, under such heavy damage, Long HaoChen would probably have already fallen into a state of unconsciousness. But how can he allow himself to fall into unconsciousness now? His powerful willpower supports his body, and it is also under the support of this willpower that Long HaoChen is surprised to find that there are 2 strange golden points at his lower abdomen and between his eyebrows, as he absorbs external light elements to replenish himself. These 2 points seem to grow stronger with each breath, albeit at a slow pace, but it remains clear under Long HaoChen's powerful mental scrutiny. Is this the embryonic form of spiritual consciousness? Several days ago, Long HaoChen's internal spiritual power had already reached 10,000, plus the potential that had been suppressed, were all stimulated in the intense battle just now, and most importantly, his astonishing willpower. If he had fallen into a coma at that time, this breakthrough would have likely been delayed for a long time, yet he persevered through it, practicing even in the midst of the surrounding demon clan powerhouses. This powerful willpower merges with the potential he unlocked, directly helping him establish the embryonic form of spiritual consciousness. Moreover, both spiritual consciousness points have been established at once. In other words, as long as Long HaoChen is given enough time to cultivate, he can truly enter the 7th rank. In the future, his cultivation speed will be at least twice as fast as those 7th rank powerhouses who only open their 2nd spiritual consciousness. A large number of anti-demon hunting squads surround them, all staring wide-eyed, but not daring to make a move. Without Ah Bao's command, they dare not act recklessly, especially considering the formidable strength displayed by Long HaoChen and Cai Er. If this were within the Temple Alliance, the situation would be different. Perhaps the Temple Alliance's powerhouses would risk violating the rules to forcefully kill Ah Bao for the future of the Alliance, even if it meant facing severe punishment. However, in the Demon Clan, such actions are unlikely, as the Demon Clan prioritizes self-interest and strength. There is no sense of sacrifice in their hearts. Only absolute self-interest. What benefit would killing Long HaoChen and Cai Er bring to them? The outcome would be certain death, and the wrath of the Demon Prince is not easy to bear. It might even implicate their entire race. Therefore, all they can do is wait here. 2 hours quickly pass. Long HaoChen finally expels all the fist intent from his body, although his body is still weak. But there is no longer any fist intent ravaging his body, and the next step is the process of healing and recovery. Moreover, he also notices that his judgment was correct. The 2 spiritual consciousness points between his eyebrows and lower abdomen, after 2 hours, have each absorbed a certain amount of spiritual power, though still minimal, but the form of the spiritual consciousness is gradually becoming apparent.